was welcome to my home. This is going to be your classroom for the next couple months, I suppose. Please pick up after yourselves and don't leave gum on the bottom of my desks. What else would I tell you can't do? No texting in class, no eating. But how am I going to police that? I mean, like, yell at a kid over the computer? No. Make them take their AirPods out, but what if they're using the AirPods to listen to the video? Can't do that.
What do I do?
Okay, so this is gonna be weird. Let's just kind of accept that and like move forward with our lives, okay? It's gonna be weird. So the first big question is, what's this gonna be like, Maynard? What's it gonna be like on a day-to-day basis? If you haven't already seen the email that got sent out that kind of had a rough idea of what the weekly schedule is gonna be like, we are gonna try to break this apart. So it's not a daily thing. You're not gonna be doing something for me every single day. What it's more gonna look like is Mondays, you're gonna do periods 1, 2, and 3. So you won't even, if you're in my, fourth or my sixth period or something, you won't even have to worry about English on Mondays. Just periods 1, 2, 3, whatever classes those are. Then on Tuesday, you worry about periods 4, 5, and 6. Wednesdays are designed to be like a catch-up day. So if there was something you didn't understand from any of those classes, from periods 1 through 6, from Monday or Tuesday, on Wednesday you're supposed to be able to get support from your teachers, whichever ones you need it from the most. Then Thursday, Friday, we start the process again. So Thursday be periods 1, 2, 3. And then Friday periods 4, 5, 6. The biggest question that I'm sure all of you have is, do I have to do this? Is this required or is it still optional? This is no longer optional if you want to receive credit. If there are extenuating circumstances where you don't have access to technology, where you can't get online, you can't complete the work because you are the only person who's still able to go to work and support your family, then of course that's going to be different. But if it's a situation where you're sitting at home and you just want to play Call of Duty instead of doing your homework, we're not going to award you credit for that, right? For English, what are we doing? What's the curriculum moving forward? For Freshman English, what we were looking at is the spring is the time that we reserve for doing Shakespeare, for doing Romeo and Juliet, which is a huge part of Freshman English. It's this enormous formative experience for you guys to get access to Shakespeare for the first time, and learning how to decipher Shakespearean language, learning how to make sense of a story that's written in such a nuanced and somewhat archaic, meaning old, way. It's a major skill. And I would feel really remiss, really bad if I sent you on to sophomore year without having you guys learn anything about Shakespeare and focus on Romeo and Juliet and getting you guys accustomed to what that's like. Here's the issue. Romeo and Juliet's a play. And unfortunately, I can't require you guys to read the play and play a role, each of you, and record yourselves. That would be entirely unrealistic. So you guys don't get to play roles in a play this year. Bummer, I know. Me, on the other hand, I have to play all the roles myself. It's gonna be interesting. So the reason that I wanted to make a YouTube was so that I could post myself reading each of the scenes, playing each of the characters, so that you guys got to see someone perform it instead of just reading it by yourself. Because Shakespeare, it's pretty tough if you do it without an actual performance, because it's a play, right? If you were to read it to yourself off the page, this process would be, I don't want to say impossible, but be really, really hard. So this is going to be a series of me performing scenes from Romeo and Juliet by myself. If you haven't already cringed, get ready to cringe more. Because I have to do a love story between two characters who fall madly in love with each other, myself. How that works, I don't know. We're gonna just try and see, and it's gonna be good, bad, good. It's gonna be something. One last thing in closing, just to wrap this up, because I've already talked too long. The quality of these videos will hopefully improve over time. For instance, I've already recorded Monday and Tuesday's lesson. It's me reading a PowerPoint, and since I'm showing you something on a computer screen, I had to record myself on Zoom. Zoom and my computer laptop camera sound terrible. So the audio quality is all off. It's It's not going to be the best video you ever watched. It's not going to get 1 million streams on YouTube, okay? But in other instances like this, where I can record with my phone on a tripod in my living room, then hopefully the video quality, the audio quality will be a little bit higher. So hopefully you won't have to deal with many more audio or visual kind of like inconsistencies moving forward. I also have never really done any film editing, so I hope that as I get more accustomed to putting these videos together and uploading them on YouTube, they'll start to feel a little less rinky-dink and a little more professional. It'll never be pro quality, but hopefully it'll feel a little bit more polished as I go. It'll get better in time. But in general, just to really put a cap on this, I hope that you guys have been doing all right at home, and I hope that you're excited to get back to some actual business. I've been bored out of my mind, and I'm so ready to make a fool out of myself on the internet reading Shakespeare to you. Like, I'm really looking forward to it. This is the highlight of my year usually. I'm just sad I don't get to do it in my classroom, but I still am looking forward to this, okay? So with that much being said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.